units of production for a second department. The packaging department started the month with 600 units in process, received 1,200 units from the finishing department, and transferred 1,500 units to the finished goods. Direct materials are added at the beginning of the process, and conversion costs are incurred evenly. The units still in process at the end of the month are 60% complete for conversion costs. Calculate the number of units still in process at the end of the month and the equivalent units of production. The company uses the weighted average method. So we're going to start by figuring out the total units to account for. And so we're going to want to look at the beginning balance plus the amount transferred in. And so the beginning balance was 600. The amount transferred in was 1,200. And so 1,200 plus 600 gives us 1,800 units to account for. And then as far as accounted for, we're looking at transferred out plus in process. So transferred out, we had 1,500 units. Oops, sorry about that. Then in process, we had 300 units. And so if we add those together, we get 1,800 units. And that's good because our to account for and our accounted for should both be the same number of units. So then we need to figure out the equivalent units of production for the transferred in, the direct materials, and the conversion costs. And the transferred in is always going to be at 100%. So we have the 1,500 times 100% plus our 300 units times 100%. And so that gives us 1,800 equivalent units of production. For direct materials, it said that the direct materials are added at the beginning of the process, so it's also going to be 100%. So I'm just going to copy this down instead of typing it again. So we have 1,800 equivalent units of production. And then for conversion, the 1,500 transferred out is at 100% because if they've been transferred out, that means that they're definitely complete and all the conversion costs have already been added. Then for the 300 that are still in process, it told us that they're added evenly throughout the process and they're 60% complete. So we need to multiply that by 60%. And so we'll have 1,500 plus 300 times 60% for 1,680 or 1,680 equivalent units of production.